niggas. I thought I'd let you know. No coward, no nigga came back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. Go back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a weapon, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, you nigga know I'm about to bring the heat, right? Shit, I used to leave the street light. Hey, now I still keep the heat tight. Now nigga all gold like a green light. They say 144, nigga, you can get it. Ain't gotta tell me twice. Tryna stack a couple grand, get on some land, that'll put us on our feet. I'm in the field with the Warriors. And you know a nigga glorious, but we still keep it G though. Keep them tools Home Depot. Might hit him with the Rico. Hey, hit the nigga with the Rico. Hey, said they fucked up the rap game. What you looking at me for? So I know they can't stand me. That's why I keep a Glock handy. Might sip a little brandy. While I'm chilling with the family. Tell him a real nigga landed. Dressed in all black like a bandit. Bitch, I ain't come to play. Bitch, I came to do damage. No coward, no nigga came back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. No coward, no nigga came back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. Back, now we ballin'. Ain't Babylon fallin'. You know the path a nigga walk. Nigga raised up, now I'm all in. And all I ever wanted was the win in the big body Benz. Now I'm gone in the wind, tryna stack a couple in. Now let's get it in, yeah, let's get it in. About to make the shit tremble. 144, the rebel. Yeah. About to turn it up a level. Heat the bitch up like lava. And it probably bring a whole mob. And all that we feel is our father. And I'm headed for the top dollar. And they ain't never gonna stop me. Never gonna stop. No coward, no nigga came back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. No coward, no nigga came back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know.
Ain't got no time to play. Ain't no other way. I got them soldiers on the way now. Ain't got no time to play. Ain't no other way. I got them soldiers on the way now. I got them soldiers on the way now. I got them soldiers on the way now.
Most time practice. The water.
No sweat.
How about you outside Rocket Thug?
Show me your stuff.
All right. Hey, we're the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Okay. Since 1969, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge has been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people that they are the true biblical Israelites of the Bible. Okay, you can't beat it, you know, because it's the truth. Okay, and part of that truth is, okay, who are you? What? How did you dress? How did you talk? How did you eat? All those things. We teach all of it. And tonight, Friday, what we teach is what you speak, how you spoke, how did you communicate? Okay, how did you, you know what I mean, relate to one another as far as a language, and that's the Lashawan Qadash. Okay, the Hebrew. Okay, and we're gonna get into that tonight as we, you know, as per schedule. That's what we do. That's how we get down. Okay, we are dependable, reliable, all that. Okay, every Friday we getting it in with the Lashawan Qadash. Okay, I got Officer Sharatazat in the building. You know what I mean? My main man. You know what I'm saying? 100 grand. So you know what I mean? Like we grew up together in this truth. You know what I mean? Like me and Officer Sharatazat, we grew up together in the truth. Hey, man,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? running around Captain Shawarya crib like little babies. You know what I mean? And now we come into school and we grown. We down there. You know what I mean? Almost all the way there. You know what I'm saying? So we come, and what we've learned and what we have been taught, we're gonna pass it on. Okay, that is the tradition. That's how we do it. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point. You know what I mean? Like how can a nation be raised without men to raise it? Okay,
Right.
It takes men. Okay, and women, but the men is going to be at the forefront. That's why you see these officers and these, you know, captains and these generals in front of the camera, okay, teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You see us out on the street corners every week teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay? So that's what it is, you know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get it in, okay, the Lashawan Qadash class. Like I said, I got Officer Sharatazat in the building, my main man, 100 grand. What you got going on, officer? What you got?
Shit, I'm 12. I'm 12, so I'm just here, you know, soak up the knowledge. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you. You know what I mean? Like, I know you got, you know, some stuff on your chest, some things you want to say. You know what I mean? I'll let you bring it out whenever you're ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's on topic or off topic, you know what I mean? Whatever you got, you know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and, you know, give it to them, you know what I mean? The way you've been taught, you know, what you got going on, what your thoughts is, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and do it like that.
Most
all right. Yeah, no sweat. Okay. So like I'm saying, this is the Isupk Lashawan Qadash class. Okay. And what we do is we teach the, I don't know if we can you see the, hold on 1 second. Bubbly. Okay, there it is. All right, so we teach the ancient Hebrew, okay? This is the language that Adam created. These are the symbols that Adam created, okay? The language was already there. We had the language. Adam created a system to where we can write it down, okay? We can write it down. Now it can be passed on to future generations, okay? Not just in a verbal, okay, depiction, but in a, you know, physical depiction. We got words now, okay? We got words that we can just write them down, and you know what I mean? Like now, there's nothing lost in the translation. You understand what I'm saying? We can write it down, you can read it, and it's accurate, okay? Adam created the first pictual, if you want to say, language, okay, or how to communicate with our language, okay? He took our language and gave it to us in a way that we can actually see it, okay, and read it, and that way the translation is 100%, okay? And that's what our forefather Adam did for us, okay? So with that, I'm going to continue his tradition and teach, okay, this basically, it's not a pictorial, but a visual version of the Hebrew, okay? You can see it and speak it, okay? Okay. Hold on 1 second. What's this right here? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. Boom. Okay. All right. So what Adam gave us here is a visual of being able how to see and communicate with one another. Okay. And at the time of our captivity in Assyria, okay, our oppressor took our language and kind of revamped it. Okay. So we had to be able to adapt, okay, and still be able to, because at that time this was the major language, and how we wrote and communicated with each other. We adapted to their way, okay. So we've been going on for a while. So now 2022, most of the literature that is written in the Hebrew is not in the ancient, which Adam created, but it's in the Assyrian, which our oppressor created. Okay, so we have to know how to read both. Okay, the ancient and the Assyrian. Okay, to be able to communicate and read the records of our forefathers. Okay, okay. 1 second here. Let me see what we got going on. Okay. Just looking in the chat right now. Okay. Okay. We got Princess Ra'ayah. Okay. UPK. Okay. Shalom, sis. Shalom. Shamar. Alathon Bahashim Yahushua to you. Okay. She is the rib of Trooper Shaya. Okay. Most High in Christ checking in from Duval County. Okay. Then we got Chance. Okay. Shalom Yahabashim Yahushua Barakatah to you, my brother. Okay. Young man Mario, Shalom Yahabashim Yahushua Barakatah to you. Okay. Chance Zimmerman says pictograph. Okay. Most High in Christ. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So shalom to all the brothers and sisters that are in the class with us right now. Okay. So the way I usually start it off, okay, Chance and young man Mario, okay, if y'all want to go ahead and get live. I got Officer Shirazar already live with us. If you want to go ahead and get live, I'll give you a minute to go ahead and click the link. It should be in the chat, okay? You can get live with us, and we can interact. You know what I mean? Like, don't be scared. You know me, I know you. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing to be, shy about. Okay. What we're gonna do is go ahead. I'm gonna give you a minute to jump in, and I'm gonna grab some. Go ahead and get some lessons. Okay. Get some stuff here. Y'all bear with me for a second. Okay. Okay, Shirazar, you got anything specific in this Hebrew that you've come across in the past week or so that you want to go ahead and bring out for us or go over? Any new words or phrases? Any question?
To be honest, I was just looking at like last week. I was just wondering if you had anything on like the formula for past tense.
Past tense. Okay.
Like I know Yah in the middle of a word is past tense, makes it past tense. I was wondering if you knew anything else besides that, or is it
Okay,
Yah?
I did get some new content. Hold on. I did get some new content. Bubbity. Let me pull it up, see if it's anything on past tense. Okay. 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 I do have some new content on past tense. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead. I have a few phrases that are associated with the past tense. Okay, if you are reading a word or communicating, you want it to be past tense, I can give you some versions of that I didn't have in my notes. Most High in Christ, the water to Officer Itazab, he provided this to me. I would say last week or so. So Most High in Christ for that, brother. He definitely be on it all the time. Trying to prove, his diligency in this truth. And, I appreciate everything that brother do.
Damn right.
Most High in Christ. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull those out for you and give those to you. I'm not sure if you have them or not, but I think it might be something new for the class. Okay. So with that, what we usually do is go ahead and go through the sounds and the characters that are associated with the Hebrew language, right? Okay. I don't want to be redundant, but I don't know if there's anybody new, that might, or somebody that need what, the basics as far as the sounds and the symbols. Can you see me, Sharatazak?
Kind of on sir.
Okay, so the sound and the symbol are one and the same. Okay, so when you see the symbol, you have to know the sound that is associated with that symbol to be able to pronounce a word, right? Okay, it's just like any other language on the planet Earth, on this rock. Okay, not in the fourth dimension, not in heaven, in the sky, but right here on Earth, where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians dwell. Okay, so you have to know the sound that is associated with the symbol. Okay, so if you would, Sharatazak, go ahead and just give me the sounds. Okay, from the ah to the tha, real quick, run through them. Give me the sounds. Try to be, try to make it, clear on the sound that you're making, so we can get familiar with all the sounds here, okay, that are associated with the language. Okay, and then after you do it, I'll go ahead and run through it. Okay.
Can you hear me good, sir?
I can hear you.
All right, Khan.
Hold on. I guess I could. Let me see if I can get the sound hooked up to the Bluetooth. Let me see if that's possible, because I don't know if but I can hear you. Let me see if that's possible, just to make sure everybody can hear you. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on, Sharatazak. Let me try to modify this sound real quick.
All right, Khan, sir.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work or help. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. No. Okay. Bubbity. It says I'm connected. Okay. Let's see. I'm connected. Okay, yeah, I'm connected. Okay. All right. So I don't know if that's gonna affect how your sound comes out. Go ahead, Shuatazah.
Come, come.
Okay, yeah, that you are hooked up to the speaker now, so it's definitely much clearer. Go ahead.
Come, most high. All right, first. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, kha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha.
Right. Okay. To the thought. Okay. So I pointed at the ancient symbols. Okay. But we also have the Assyrian symbols. Okay. We have two different. How young man said pictographs. Okay. We have symbols from the ancient, and then we have symbols, like I said, that were created from our oppressor in the time of our slavery, which was still serving out, okay? 2,000 years later, okay? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it's about time for us to figure it out, okay, and get right. But okay, so we have the ancient and we have the Assyrian, okay? So like the officer just read for you, okay? So what I'll do, and if you're in the class and you're not real familiar, or you're still trying to get it, I would suggest that you, okay, write these out, okay, while you're in class. While you're here, you're supposed to be learning. You should have paper and pencil, okay? You should be staying active in the class, okay? So I'm saying you should be, if you're not fluent in this just as yet, okay, you should be writing it out, okay? This is the time when you should be doing it, because, okay, you're busy all through the week, all through the day. Now you're sitting in class. Now's the time. You're here, okay, pull the paper and pencil out. Start writing this, okay? Write the symbol, write the sound, and say it as you're writing it, because practice makes perfect. That's the only way you're gonna, get used to seeing that symbol without the sound underneath it and know what it is, okay? Same here and same here, okay? And listen, it's Friday night. We come in here and we try to get you right and ready for tomorrow, which is the Sabbath service, okay? Which is our tradition. We come into the temple, okay, and we practice and we learn, okay, how to be an Israelite, okay? The language, everything, the laws, all that, okay? So if you come into the Sabbath service tomorrow, you should have learned something. You should be on point. You should be 1 day better, 1 week better, okay, than last week, okay? Because you took the time to actually study your history, your culture, okay? The knowledge that the Lord gave Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay? So you should be, definitely trying to be interactive, okay, at this time, and learning the Lord's, the law, or Slakia, the language of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay? Your people, your culture, okay? You should be, if you're in the class, okay, you should be willing to be learned, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna write it on the board so you can see it, and say the sounds as I do it. And we're going to try to run through the 22 characters real quick. And then I'll get into Officer Ratazat, some past tense verbs that I have. Okay. So the first is the ah. Okay. The ah. Okay. The top is the ancient. The bottom is the Assyrian. Okay. And then we have the ba. Okay. The ba. Okay. Then we have the ga. The ga. Okay. Can you see the board good, Sharatazat?
Come, sir.
Okay, Most High Christ. We got the ah, the ba, and the ga, and now we have the da, which is my favorite, the da wa da. Okay, the da. Okay, that's more like it right there. Okay, the da, ah, ba, ga, da. Okay. Okay, so like I said, the top is the ancient, the bottom is the Assyrian. Okay, ah, ba, ga, da. Okay. Okay, then we have the ha. Ah, ba, ga, da. Ha. Okay. Then we have the wa. Okay. Ha, wa. Then we have the za. Okay. Ha, wa, za. Okay. Then we have the ka. The ka. Okay. Then we have the ta. Okay. The ta. Then we have the ya. The ya. So we got the ha, wa, za, ka, ta, and the ya. Okay. Like I say, you should be, if you're not fluent or real familiar with this, you should be writing it down. You should be practicing right now while you're in class. Okay. Don't just look at what I'm doing. Go ahead and be a part of it. Okay? Okay, and then we have the ka. Okay? The ka is different from the ka is different from the ka. Okay? You have ka and then you have ka. Okay, we're at the ka right now. Ka. That looks like a pa. All right, let me try to get that a little. Okay. Like Officer Itazar was bringing out last week, a lot of these symbols will look alike, so you have to pay attention. That's why I was saying you want to be writing this stuff down, okay? So you can get more familiar with how these symbols look, okay? So this is the Ka in the Assyrian, this is the Ka in the ancient Hebrew, okay? All right, so now, okay, so also, here we go, the Ka, okay? I bring this out every week. If you're in class, you know, if you're reading a word and the word ends in this sound, Ka in the Assyrian, okay, what our oppressor has done is change the format of it, okay? So if you have a word that ends in Ka, the sound, okay, if you're reading it, it's going to look like this, okay? That's how it's going to look. The sound Ka at the end of a word, if you're reading the Assyrian, it's going to look like this. Okay? Okay? If you got anything you want to bring out, Sharatazai, at any time, just go ahead and you know, let me know. Because I'm not looking at the computer right now.
Con, sir.
Okay, I got Chance Zimmerman. He said, shalom, sir. And then he said, I just need 1 second, Adawan. I guess he's trying to get his reading material and writing materials together. Most High in Christ, okay. Okay, so we got the Ka. Okay, we're at the Ka right now. Then we have the La. Okay, this is a symbol. And you see this symbol, that is the sound for La, okay, in the ancient Hebrew, okay. In the Assyrian, this is the symbol and sound for the La, okay. Oh, okay, there, okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay, brother, Chance, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabrakatah.
Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabrakatah. How you doing?
I'm Tawad, Most High in Christ. Good to see you, brother. Okay.
Shalom.
Okay, go ahead and put your device on mute. If you got a question, just hit unmute and say Salakia. Okay. All right, so we're at the La right now. Okay. And then we have the Ma. Okay. Okay. And again, the Ma has two symbols. Okay. The first symbol is like this. This symbol is used if it's at the beginning or in the middle of a word. Okay. If you see this symbol, this is the sound Ma when it's in the beginning of a word or in the middle of the word when you're reading the Assyrian. Okay. But let's say this Ma sound comes at the end of the word, okay? So now, if you're reading the Assyrian, what you're going to see is this, okay? You're going to see this symbol, okay? And listen, Salakia, if my writing is not 100%, but it's going to look something like this, okay? Let's see if I can. If you have any issues with what I write, just look to my right and you can see it on the chart right here, okay? Okay? But this is what you're going to see. It's basically the same symbol for the Ma, but they close that little gap at the end right there. You see what I'm saying? They just close the little gap, and now this is the symbol you'll see if the Ma sound is at the end of the word, okay? Okay, so that's the Ma. Now we have the Na. Okay. And again, okay, if the Na sound comes to the end of a word, if you have Na at the end of a word, that sound that the symbol that you're going to see is going to be this. Okay? Which it, like Itazal was bringing out last week, see how this symbol can look almost like this symbol, but there's a little characteristic difference. The top horizontal line is a little longer. You see that? This horizontal line is short. It's going to be half the size of the ka. The na is going to be half the size of the ka, okay? And the ka is going to be twice the size of the na, okay? So this is the symbols you'll see, okay? The na, if it's at the beginning or in the middle of a word, in the Assyrian, this is what it looks like. And if it's at the end of the word, this is what it'll look like, okay? Okay, and if you're looking at it in the Hebrew, it looks like that, okay? Okay, so now we're at the sa, okay? The sa. Okay. Okay, this is the sa in the ancient, okay? Okay. Ka, la, ma, na, sa, okay? Then we have the I. This is the I in the ancient Hebrew, okay? And this is the I in the Assyrian. Try to get that a little. Okay, this is the I in the Assyrian. Okay, these are the sounds. These are the symbols. Okay, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I. Then we're gonna have the pa. Okay. The pa in the ancient looks like this, okay? And now here we go again. The Assyrian has two different symbols, okay? The first symbol, if you're dealing with the pa sound, okay? If you see this symbol in the middle or at the beginning of a word, this is the sound, the pa. In the Assyrian, okay? But if you see, if the pa sound lands at the end of a word, okay, this is what you'll see, okay? It's a little bit more rounded on the edges. That's it right there, okay? And like Officer Itazal was bringing out last week, see how these symbols can resemble one another. So you just have to be mindful and aware of the different characteristics of them. Like I said, the na, the horizontal line is short, the ka is long. With the pa, it has the little accentuation right here below the horizontal line, okay? So we got the ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, and the pa, okay? We got about 5 more sounds to go. I'll take these off the board and we'll keep going. And like I said, if you're not very familiar or fluent with these symbols and sounds, now's the time to be practicing. If you haven't been doing it all week, might as well be doing it right now, okay? So no better time than the present, okay? Go ahead and write these sounds and symbols down so you'll get familiar with seeing them. You come into the temple tomorrow, you come into the school tomorrow, and you can show yourself approved that you have been studying, okay? That's what it's all about. Learning who you are, okay? learning who you are. This is part of who you are as a people. Okay? We need to understand that. Okay? Okay, so we got, let's say, 5 more sounds to go. Okay, so the next sound is the taza. Okay? The taza. Okay? And here we go again. Okay, the taza in the Assyrian, okay, has 2 symbols. Okay? Okay. Now, if you see this symbol in the beginning or in the middle of a word, the sound is taza. If you see this symbol at the end of a word, the sound is also taza. Okay? In the ancient, if you see this symbol, it's taza. Okay? You see the line, the vertical line in the za, taza. Okay? So you have to give yourself little increments in your own mind that put together the sound to the symbol, okay? To help you remember, okay? So now we're at the qua, okay? We're at the qua. Qua. Then we have the ra. Okay. Taza, qua, ra. Then we have the sha. Okay. Sha. And last but not least, the tha. Okay, the tha. Another way I like to make a little outer hook, but you might see it more looking like that, okay? Depends on if you're looking at it in the handwritten version or the printed version, okay? Okay, so taza, qua, ra, sha, and the tha, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do now is have Chance go ahead and unmute your mic, okay? And I want you to recite the sounds, okay? All the sounds that are in the Hebrew language, okay? So from the ah to the tha, just nice and slow and clear, pronounce all the sounds, if you would.
Okay. We have a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, kha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, Taza, Ka, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Ta.
Fine. Most High in Christ, okay? Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. Okay, and those sounds is what create or what are existing in the Hebrew language, okay? Most High in Christ, the water. Okay, so as Officer Sharatazar, I have some past tense phrases, okay? The past tense phrases that I've put up in recent classes, okay, let me pull those up and make sure we're not being redundant. Okay, 1 second. Past tense phrases, future tense, past tense, okay. Hmm. 1 second here. Let's see. Past tense. Bear with me for 1 second, Sharatazar. I'm gonna do something here real quick to make sure what I have is legit. I don't want to put it up if it's not. Can you hear me?
Con, sir. I mean, it's Tawab if you don't have it right now.
No, I got something here. It's right here. It's not looking like something's not right about it, okay?
All right.
Yeah, something's not, okay. Okay, it might, okay, uh, 1 second. Just let me make a quick distinction real quick, okay? Y'all bear with me 1 second.
Con, sir.
Okay. All right. So I just had to try to double check something here. So I have some phrases here that are dealing with the past tense. Okay. Um, well, make sure I'm good to go. Bubbly. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. So this, I have some examples here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to run through a couple examples and try to make a distinction here. We have, let's say we have future tense and past tense with the same word. Okay. 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 So past tense. This may be. Okay. 1 second. Okay, I think you should have these in your notes, Sharatazat. Okay, I'm gonna put the first. I'll put a couple up, and you can tell me if you have these. Okay. So, okay, like you were saying, you put the ya. Okay.
I know.
Go ahead.
I know the ya in the middle of the word makes it past tense. Makes the word past tense.
Okay. Okay. So it depends on how you're saying the word. Okay. Okay. So you can put the ya in the word, and it will be masculine or feminine, and
Right.
it would turn it into past tense. Okay. But then also, if you wanted to isolate it, let's say to just okay, so the ya only represents, the ya represents yourself. Okay, in the word, if you put the ya in the middle of the word, that's representing, let's say, me, I. Okay.
Right.
But if you put if you're talking about someone else like you or he or she, then it's going to be different. Okay. Okay. So, right. Okay. So let's get the root word first for our example. Okay. The root word for the example would be, let me get the root word here. Okay. The root word, because this is the example I gave before in the class, so we're not being redundant. This is okay, but this is going to apply across the board for every word. Okay. The word we used in the class was learn. Learn. Okay. Learn. Okay. Salakia. All right, Salakia. Bubbly. Okay, so we said the word was learn. Okay. Let me make sure I'm in a good place. Bubbly. Okay. All right. Okay. Learn, which is past tense, right?
Kanam.
Okay. So in Hebrew, okay, it would be Lamataya, which would be learned, okay? Okay. Now, how do you say, like I was saying a little while ago, it's a difference between, you can say I, you, he, she, and it's still, you can make it past tense, right?
Khan.
Okay.
So la. Oh, okay. That's the root.
That's the root word right there. This is the root word for learn. Learn is lamataya. Okay. So now you want to be able to say I learned, right?
Khan.
Okay. So now it would be okay. So now you want to say I learned. Okay. So it would be okay. So also, well, just for everybody else's sake, let's write Lamad Taya in the Hebrew. Okay. So all right. Okay, so lamad taya, which would mean learned, okay, which is past tense, right? This is the past tense version of learn. Learned. Okay. Okay. In the Hebrew, it would look like this. Let's see if I got enough room right here. Okay. La, ma, da, ta, and the ha. Okay. I mean the ya. Slaku. Okay, in the Assyrian, it would look like this. Okay. That is learn. La ma taya. Okay. Okay, now you want to say I learned. Okay. I learned. Okay. Now it's going to be anya, which is I. Then it would be la mataya. Okay. La mataya. Okay. So it would be anya la mataya. Okay. So this is I learned, and it's just like it's still the same. Okay. You don't have to change anything. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want to say you learned, okay. Now, if you want to say, okay, so I learned is anya la mataya. Okay. Now, if you want to say you learned, masculine or feminine, you learn. Okay, is going to be you learn masculine or feminine is now, this is I, okay? This equals I. We don't want to say I learned anymore. Now we're going to say you learned, okay? We don't want to say I learned. It's going to be you learned. Okay, we're going to put now you want to say you learn. Okay, so now instead of it, it's okay. So the first you have to put the word for you. Okay, which would be a thought. Okay. And the hub. Okay. Okay. The word for you is atha. Okay. You got that part, Shiratazak? I'm sure you already had that, right?
Con, I got it, sir.
Okay, so now, okay. You learned would be, okay, so it would be, Salaki, I did that wrong. You learn is now going to be, it's not going to be lamad taya, okay? Now you have to, okay, it'll be now you drop off the ya. Okay, you have to, okay, yeah, it's kind of complicated, but you just have to get used to what you're seeing, okay, and understanding it. Like now, the ya, if there's no ya, it's you, okay? If there's a ya at the end of it, it's I learn. Lama taya is representing of I, learn. Okay, you still have to use the word I, okay, which is anya, but now learn basically and you're saying you learned, okay, not myself, but you learned. Now it's somebody else. It's a noun, okay, not yourself. Is lamad ta, okay, you learn, okay. Now it's a ta lamad ta, okay. But if I said I learned, it would be anya lamad taya. You with me so far, Shiratazak?
Con, sir.
Okay. And these, what I'm telling you, works for any word. Okay, if the word was shamar, which is watch, it would be the same. Okay, it would be shamar ya. Okay, if you're saying you watch, it would be shamar ya. Okay, if I said I watched, it would be shamar. Wait a minute. Okay, if I said you watch, right, it would be shamar tha. Okay, shamar tha. If I said you watched, shamar tha. But if I said I watched, it would be shamar ya. You got it?
Kana waka.
Okay. Okay, so it just, and this, what I just showed you is for masculine and feminine, okay, versions, okay? But now you can get even more specific and you can just say he learned, right? This is the Hebrew now. Now you can just be totally specific and say he learned or she learned, right?
Kana.
Okay, so now if you want to say he learned or she learned, you have to put, okay, now you can break it down and just put the root word. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go through that real quick. If it's not you or I, and you're just saying he or she, right? Let's do that. Okay, that might make it a little bit more easier because you could always say you. Okay, if you say you, now you put the thought on the end of it, right? This is the root word. Okay, this is the root word. Learn. Okay, this is the root word. Okay, with the past tense on it, with the ya. Okay. Okay. This top word right here is just past tense. You put the ya on it, and now it's past tense, whether it's masculine or feminine. Okay, you understand?
Kana.
Okay. Lamad ya. Okay, the ya makes it past tense. Okay. If it's just lamad, then it's just learn. Okay. I could say you learn. You know what I mean? Like, when are you gonna learn? You know what I mean? Like, but it wouldn't be, you know, it would have to be more words into it, more sounds, but learn is just, you know, learn, present tense, learn is lamad, okay? Okay, when you say I learned, okay, you just put the ya on the end, okay? When you say you learn, you put the tha on the end. And that works for masculine or feminine, okay? You understand? And this is the same with any word. Any word, like if it's a noun, you're trying to describe something, this is what you would put at the end of it to say you. You watched Shamar Tha, okay? Shamar Tha, okay? I watched Shamar Ya. You understand?
Kana, sir.
All right, so now we can get even more specific, okay, with he or she, past tense, learn. He or she learn. Now we'll do that one real quick, and then we'll go ahead and jump off of it, okay? Unless you got another question on it. You're not clear, then we'll keep going. Let me know if there's anything going on in the chat, Sharat is out there, because I'm not looking at that. I'm trying to run the board. All right.
I see. We got young man Yasha Allah, Panama City, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Said Yahaba Shem Yahweh Shabarakum. Young man Max checking in from Panama City, Florida.
Most High Christ. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabarakum to y'all brothers. Okay. This is the Hebrew Lashawan Qadash class. Okay. If you're not taking notes, you should, you know what I mean? Like, why are you in the class? Okay. You should be, if you're not familiar with the characters within the sounds, you should be writing it down, practicing. Now is the time while you're in class. Okay. Okay. You could also, you know, take the notes as we're getting into the question the brother had on past tense. Okay. How to make words past tense. Okay. So we are in the middle of that. We went over it. If I, okay, if I say I learn, then the word learn, I will just put the yah at the end of it, okay? In the Hebrew, the word learn is, what was it? Lamad, okay? So if I say I learn, it would be what was it? Anya, Lamad, Lamataya, okay?
Right.
So I would put the ya at the end, the tha and the ya. Okay, I would have to add the tha and the ya to make it I learn. Okay, and that works for masculine or feminine. Okay, so if I say you learn, the word for you is ata, okay, and then it would be lamata, okay. Lamata, there's no ya at the end, it's just lamata. And that's saying you learn masculine or feminine. Okay. Okay, so and that works for any word. Okay. So now to say he learned, okay. Let's say you want to say he learned. Okay. Okay, it would be, well, it look like it's going to be the same. No, okay, he. Let me see. Okay, so it would be the same. Well, yeah, you just put the tha at the end, okay? So it would be the same. It's just you would put the word he, okay? What's the word for he, Sharatazar? Can you hear me? Oh, I thought you knew that one. I got it right here. I was just seeing if you had it. You got it?
Hold on, I gotta pull it up.
Okay, no sweat. I got you. I got it right here. You don't have to pull it up. I'll give it to you. Okay, so he learned. Okay, he learned. What's he?
Ya. Is that it or?
Okay, so la.
So is it wa?
La. Okay, so when you're forming a sentence, okay, or a phrase, like the word for I, okay, the word for I was what?
Anya.
Right. So the word for you was what?
Atha.
Right. So the word for he is going to be ha, wa, ah.
God.
Okay.
Awa. Kana wakana.
Our is he. Okay. And then you would say you can say, what is this saying? What is this?
That's learn.
Right. Okay. So now you want to say he learned. What are you going to do?
You're gonna say Hawa'a Lamad.
No, that's learn. This is just learn. Okay. This is just learn. If you want to say he learned past tense.
Oh. Hawa'a Lamadia. Hawa'a Lamataya.
Lamata.
Taya.
No ya, just the ta.
Oh, just the thought. Okay, kind of.
Right. Okay. This is okay. If you're saying he learned, okay, where we at? Okay, so if you said I learned, it was lamata ya. If you said you learned, it was lamata. So it's the same as if you're saying you, but you're being more specific. It's he or she. Okay, this is just it's still learned in the past tense. It's going to be you just put the tha on the end. Okay,
Kind of.
and basically that's the same thing. Like I was saying earlier, when I say you, and I said it was the same as masculine or feminine. Okay, but now you just being specific. You're not just saying you. You're saying he or she, but it's still going to be lamata. Okay, it's just now you're using he or she instead of just you. Okay. Okay, and that works with if you wanted to say she learned, right? Now you got to do is just change this word, right? Because this is the he, this is the masculine form. Right now, you want to say she learned, which would be ha. Now it's a ya. Okay.
God.
Wa, he, ya, she. The tha stays the same. Lamata. Okay. Just like if it was you, he, or she, lamata. Okay. Okay. So now, we can go even deeper. Okay. Because now you can say we, right? You want to say we learn. You want to say you learn. We already did the U, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, so now, okay. Okay, so yeah, that's even more, it can get more complicated or more in depth. I won't say complicated, but more in depth, Sharatazak. Okay? It can get even more in depth. Okay? Okay, so let me do this. I'm gonna show you and just put these in your notes, keep them in your notes, and try to, like, only way you're gonna get to understand it and remember it is by obviously going back and looking at it, right?
God.
That's studying, okay? You have to go back and look at it, and you know what I mean? Like, just like any other thing you did growing up in this captivity, you had to study and learn.
Right.
To get the understanding of what you were looking at or what you're trying to accomplish. All right, I'm going to do this let me do this because there's the Hebrew language is, you know, it's written and made for black people. When I say black people, I mean blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay? This is how we communicate. This is how we talk, okay? Same word can mean different things, right?
God.
All right, let me try to get all of this up on one. All right. Bubbly. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna write it. I'm just gonna write it out so you can see it, the whole example, and then we'll go through it, okay? All right. Let's see here. We got, okay. I want to try to get it side by side, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. so we also, okay, so you, masculine, female, add the tha at the end, okay? You learn masculine and female, tha, okay? Lamata, okay? You learn, okay? A tha is you, lamar is learn, lamata is learned, past tense, ed, learned, okay? Now, okay, you plural, more than one. I'm saying you, but it's a group, it's a set of people, not just one person, right?
Con.
Okay. You learn, I'm saying you, instead of saying you all, you, I'm gonna change this so you'll know it's, I'm saying you and it's a group of people. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine Christ teaching the multitude. And he's saying you, okay, but he's not talking to one person. He's talking to multiple people, right?
Right.
Okay, so you, masculine or feminine, plural, okay? Now, what you're gonna do is add a, okay, if you wanna be specific, if I'm saying you, plural, okay? All I'm gonna do is change okay, you learn, now lamad, okay, you, we already know what you is, right? The you is a tha, okay? So masculine, you learn, and I'm talking to a bunch of men, okay? It would be, instead of a tha, it would be a thumb, okay? Okay, you with me, Sharatazak?
Con, so I'm following.
Okay, so also now, okay, this part here is multiple people, right? Not just one person, but multiple people, masculine or feminine, multiple people here, a thumb, right? You. Now, when I say learn, that's where you're gonna be able to know if it's a bunch of men or a bunch of women, okay? So now the mod, okay, now is where you're gonna be able to differentiate if it's men or women. This part is men and women, okay? You, masculine or feminine, plural. It's more than one woman, more than one man, but it's a setting. Okay, I'm talking to a bunch of men or I'm talking to a bunch of women. This is going to stay the same, but this word is going to let you know if I'm talking to men or women. You got me so far?
Con.
Okay, so to let you know I'm talking to men, I'm going to put an M right there. Okay, a ma. Salakia, a ma, right? This is masculine. Okay? Like I said, this stays the same, masculine or feminine, a thumb, okay? Now, this word is going to differentiate if it is, masculine or feminine. Don't really pay attention to a thumb, okay? This is the word that's going to let you know if it's men, masculine, or women, feminine, okay? And I'm sure you, after I put this up, you can come up with some examples of this on your own. Right there, see? Now I put the na at the end, right?
Con.
Okay, so now it's lamatan, lamatam. Okay, we do that all the time, right?
Con with the greeting.
Right. Thumb. Okay, so that's it right there. Okay. This is the version of learn saying you. Okay. Now, if it's just one person, masculine or feminine, you would just say a thumb. Okay. A thumb, a thun. Okay. But this is how you change it. Okay. You learn just one person. Okay. It's the thumb. And then you will be learn. The word learn is lamata. Okay. Now, if there's more than one, hold on, Salaki. Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay, Salaki. Okay, so where we at? All right, you with me so far, Shawatazat?
Con, sir.
Okay, so we can, if that's not clear, we can use. I got another example. Okay, well, like I said, you're looking for past tense, right? Okay, so there's even an example here I got in the text where it shows if you want to say they. Okay, right now we are saying you, right? You, masculine or feminine. Plural, more than one bunch of men, more than one bunch of women. Okay, it's not, our black people. You, I'm talking to all, Christ talking to everybody. Moses talking you. You know what I mean? Everybody. So okay, so the word, the actual root word, and then you put the part on the end that's going to let you know that it's past tense or future tense, okay? The pronoun, okay, to let you know if it's past tense or present tense. Okay, you add that on to the root word, and that's going to let you know if it's masculine or feminine. Okay, we do it every day. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, we got to get used to the concept throughout the whole language. Okay, because we're trying to turn around and equate it to how Esau has set up his language. That's what we're used to. So now it's, we have to navigate through trying to understand it in a different format. Okay. But if we were born reading this and understanding it, it wouldn't be as difficult. Okay. But we're trying to translate it into a different language, basically. Okay. Format. Okay. So that's the examples for you. Okay, but there's another example here with they. Okay, so they would equal, no. Okay, so we have they. I was going to say, I don't have the, no, because them would not apply. Okay, that's a different format. Okay, but we can go through the other one I have here in the notes. They. Okay, let's see if I can make it quick and simple. They, masculine form. Okay, it's the same thing, masculine or feminine. Okay. 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 Okay, real quick. Let me see. Okay, real quick. Okay, you good with this? Let me see. I don't want to take nothing down in case we want to look at it again. Okay, they. Let me do this. Okay, so we're saying they now. They learn. Okay, they learn. Okay, what's the word for they if we're talking about men? Officer Sharatazat.
Let me see.
We're saying they, and we're talking about men. What's the word for they?
Let me see. But they. Would it be hot?
That's kind of close.
I think that's plural.
Right.
Right here.
Okay, how about you, Chance? Are you that far along? You have those in your notes? You got any good notes on these words that I've been bringing out in the classes for the past maybe a year or so?
I'm still learning my ABCs, 1, 2, 3. So I don't know they.
Okay, no sweat. So that's the whole point. Okay, that's why I want to answer all questions and give all the information that I have. But another thing I like to do is stay. I want to stay with the basics and try to bring brothers and sisters along that have not been, in this class that long, that are not that advanced. Okay, and like it's okay to not know, but if at the same time, what you'll want to be doing is deciding and understanding where you're at. Okay, so if you're not that far along, you should be taking this time to actually just stay back, okay, and just write these symbols and sounds. Okay, stay back, write these symbols and sounds so you can get familiar with it. Okay, you don't have to right now at this moment. If you want to, take these advanced notes, that's fine. But you want to get acclimated with the basics. If you don't know these sounds or these symbols, the sounds that goes with the symbols, when you see it, that's what you should be concentrating on. That's what you should be. You should just be writing it over and over again while we're right here in class. Okay, you got the device on mute. You could just be ah, ba, ga, da, ha, just like I did in the beginning of the class, and do it over and over again. Do it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. This is the time that you can spend actually trying to get acclimated with what we're doing, okay? So you definitely, I want you to take advantage of this time while you're taking this time and you're in the class. I want you to be somewhere, not all over the place, okay? If you don't know this, this is what you should be concentrating on. This is what you should be writing. Ah, ba, da, da. Just write the sounds and symbols over and over throughout the class, because you know you may not be doing it throughout the week. Okay, now's the chance, now's the time to be doing it. Okay, because you may not have the time and chance to do it throughout the week. You're in the law class, you're in the brotherhood class, you're in the scripture breakdown class, you got work, you got your kids, you got all this other stuff. Now these 2 hours, you should be writing ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, la, ma, na, sa, I, fa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, ta, over and over again. So when you see that symbol, you know the sound. Okay? So that's where I want the young people at. Okay? Go ahead, Sharatazat.
I think I got it. So they would be stopped.
Okay, they would be the word for they, right?
Gone.
Okay, here we go right here. Okay. Okay. They. Right. Okay. Okay, so the root word is Lamad, right? And remember, I told you this word, what you do to this is going to determine pretty much if it's masculine or feminine. But the word for they, okay, you have 2 words for they, one masculine, one feminine. Okay. This is okay. Okay, it changes up a little bit. Okay. Remember, when you're saying you, masculine or feminine, it's a thumb. Okay. And then the root word changes at the end to let you know if it's masculine or feminine. You, plural, a thumb, you. Now I use the root word to let you know if it's you, men, or women, right? Okay, now we're with they, okay? So now when I say they, I'm actually going to use, there's a word for they in the masculine and feminine form. In the you, it was just one word, masculine and feminine. For they, there's 2 words, masculine and feminine, and then you can use the root word. It could be learn, or it could be shamar, which is watch. Okay, but first you have to have the they, with masculine or feminine. You have to have that. Okay. Okay, so they, masculine is hum. Okay? Right? And you wouldn't say ham, hum. Okay? That's the word for they in masculine form. Okay? So now they in feminine form is honey. Okay? You with me, Sharatazat?
Khan, you know, I was looking at the the they for like the preposition, I think.
Okay.
I see what you're doing though. It's too obvious.
Okay, Most High Christ. Okay. So this is the word for they in masculine and feminine form. Now you're saying they, you have that, okay? Now you have the root word learn. Now you want to make learn past tense, right? You've already established they, masculine or feminine, okay? It's a little different from you, masculine or feminine, because you, masculine and feminine, is just a thumb. Now you use the root word to change if it's masculine or feminine, right? Okay, right. So now you've established in that word alone, masculine or feminine, okay? So now all you're going to do is make lamad past tense, right? Okay, you know the they is masculine or feminine by the word we actually put in front of it, right?
Right.
Okay, so now, even if you put, okay. Okay, so you use either one of these, okay? And like I said, this word, it could be any word, okay? They, you've already established masculine or feminine, right? So now to make learn past tense in this form, all you do is put a wa at the end, okay? In either form, okay? Masculine or feminine. Learn, past tense, wa. Lamad wa. Hum, lamad wa. Hun, lamad wa. Okay? And that's, we just have to go through the different formats of how to present the word if you're saying you, okay? If you're saying, what was the other one? He or she. Okay, we had that up earlier, right? Okay. Okay, so it's just the significance of the noun. Okay. If it's specifically a group of women, specifically a group of men, okay? If it's a group of women or men, you can say a thumb, you, and then at the end, put the thumb or the thumb at the end, okay? Or they, okay? So they learn, you learn.
So a thumb, so is it a thumb lamatum?
Yes. If it's you, if I'm saying you learn, but it's a group of men or a group of women, I'm saying you is a thumb. And then it's just you, plural you, basically. It's you. I'm not saying y'all. I'm not using the word y'all. I'm saying you, but it's more than one you. Okay, it's just a thumb. And now I use the root word to establish if it's masculine or feminine. Okay, but if I'm saying they, okay, like I'm not specifically talking to you right now. It's they. I'm talking to you about what happened in the past to them. Okay, they learned. Okay, now it's hum lamad wa or hun lamad wa. Okay, the wa. Okay, it's just making it past tense. But now I'm saying they. I'm speaking in a different format. They learn, okay, past tense. But I'm not talking directly to them or to you right now at this moment. I'm speaking. This is like
Indirect.
Right, third person. I'm talking to you about them. Okay. All right. You got me, Sharatazak?
Count on one count, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. Okay, so we'll go ahead and drop that. Okay. Do I have these notes? Oh yeah. That's why I had called you earlier. That's what you sent me, but I had already had it, so I didn't want to be redundant, and I, called and made sure. And I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, that's the same thing. So, it's just Shiratazah. It's just, you know what I mean, like getting used to, seeing and using the different variations of this language. Is, it's just 180 degrees from the oppressor's language. Okay, it's just totally different. Okay, all the way around. Okay. Okay. Okay, Chance, are you still in the class?
Count on one count.
Okay, Most High Christ. And are you writing the symbols and sounds?
I'm keeping up with you as best as I can, sir. I have the learn past and present for male and female. Just have to get it down, sir.
No sweat. What I want you to do, are you familiar with the sound, the symbols and sounds when you see, let's say you just see the symbol. Are you familiar with the sound that go with all the symbols?
I'm halfway there, sir. I can't say I know the symbols verbatim. If I were to see the symbol and tell you the sound, I can't say I know exactly. But some of them I do.
Okay. So I just want you to kind of, like I was saying earlier, take this time to concentrate on establishing a better, to strengthen yourself. Okay. So now that we've dropped that, I want you to just go ahead and write the Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew, and the Assyrian. Okay. Go ahead and just write out the symbols and sounds a couple times from the ah to the tha. And while you're writing it out, go ahead and say the sounds, you know what I mean? And that way it's going to help you strengthen, your ability to read and understand the Hebrew, okay?
Count on one count.
So go ahead and put your device on mute. And do that while you're writing them out. I want you to say the sound. You know what I mean? If it's out loud or in your head, I want you to be like, ah, ba, ga. You know what I mean? Like you're going to get used to seeing that symbol and you're going to know the sound. And the only way that's going to happen is if you practice it and just keep doing it. Okay? Go ahead.
And also write down the pronunciation too.
Right.
If you look closely at the chart, it has the pronunciation there.
Right. I want you to write the symbol and the sound. Okay? Write the symbol and the sound throughout the whole symbol chart here. Okay? Not just the symbol, but the sound. That's what I'm saying. When you write the symbol, write the sound and say it.
Right.
Ah, ba, ga. And you know what I mean? You're going to get used to seeing those symbols. And in your mind, you already know. You've done it so many times, you just know that sound that is associated with that symbol, okay? So by the time you go ahead and become a trooper, you'll be solid. You can come in here and show yourself learn, okay? Because like I said earlier, that's what this is all about, us learning. It's what Yahushua did, okay? He came up missing because he was learning. Okay, he was being diligent in his father's work, okay? That he was by his father's business. And now it's our business to take it back from our oppressor and pass it on, okay, to the next generation. Okay.
2 Timothy 2 and 15.
What does it say?
Study to show thyself approved
Right.
unto God.
Before the Most High. Okay. All right. You got anything else, Sharatazak, you want to bring out?
No, sir. I'm too wild. The water, sir.
Nah, it's no sweat, man.
That headpiece cold, man.
Oh, I ain't
Like his headpiece.
He always doing something. Sharatazak be showing out, boy. All right.
Man, I get it from y'all, man.
You gonna be in the building tomorrow?
Kana Makan.
What sign Christ? Shit.
So tomorrow and Sunday.
Yeah, we're trying to go ahead and get right for Sunday. We'll probably spend some of the day tomorrow getting the temple here together, and go ahead and we're getting a pre-game, okay, to have it set up for Sunday, okay. So everything will be right, okay. Get the Lord's house together, and that's what we're gonna be working on tomorrow. So, listen, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I don't care if you're in the school, if you're in the class, if you're a young man, trooper, okay, a sister, make your way, okay, to the best of your ability to the headquarters here, 1628 Avenue E, Riviera Beach, okay, and come and get down with us. Me saying that, yeah, so we definitely want to, if you got family and close by, tell them to come and get with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, okay, and get some of this brotherhood that we have to extend, okay. Let's see. I meant to share this thing earlier, and I didn't do it. So y'all bear with me for 1 second. You got anything, Atizal, you want to?
Yeah, let me get up in front of this camera now. All right, Shalom. Dang, man, you got the camera all high. Short.
Go ahead and fix it.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just real quick, like Austin the Shot said, we're gonna be getting down here Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We hope to see all of Israel that's in Florida,
right,
up in here, man. For real. You know what I mean?
It's blurry out there.
You said what that?
Camera blurry.
Oh, sorry, I'm ugly anyway. So.
No, just put the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gotta be seen. I just want to, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's not working. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Definitely y'all wanna like I was just reading in 2 Timothy, man, y'all wanna stay, show yourself approved. You know what I'm saying? Every Saturday, y'all know we reading Hebrew, we reading the Tanakh. And you know what I mean? Like we come up here and get up on the podium, get up on the stage, and we read, man. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be able to do that throughout the whole entire school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to read Hebrew, at least read it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you can't speak it or understand what you're reading, at least be able to say, I know those characters. I know the I and the Ba, all the way to Da. You know what I'm saying? And be able to sit there and read it. You know what I mean? Because it's just like when you was in school as a kid, learning your ABCs. You know what I mean? You want to be able to do this just as good as you can. You want to be able to read these characters just as good as you can say the ABCs. Right? So definitely study constantly. You know what I mean? Me and Austin Shot, we still be studying this Hebrew. Because we've been removed from our culture and our heritage. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get it back, and the only way to get it is by learning. What is Scripture say on how how can you learn unless somebody teach you, right? How can you know anything unless you've been taught? So that's why we got this Friday class, man. And I love it. I love this class to death. You know what I mean? It's and I keep saying, you know what I mean? I'm trying to stop.
I'm right with you.
You feel me? Switch it up. You feel me?
I mean, I know what you mean, brother.
At least you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, man.
So definitely, man. Y'all get down here. Let's get down, man. I can't wait to see our brothers. Can't wait to see them brothers up in Tampa and Orlando, all over the place.
It's exciting. It's an exciting time. I mean, like, just like every time we come together, it's perfect. It's perfect. You know, I was looking at a video that you made, man, years ago. I think it was like our second annual cookout, maybe. And you put this little clip together.
Oh yeah.
Where, the general read, the date of the cookout, and this, that, and third, and General Muhammad said, and it will be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, and it just made me, it just took me back. You know what I mean? Like, every time there's something going on in the school, and brothers and sisters are coming, it's like an excitement in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you get to see them. You know what I mean? Like, we get to hang out, we get to talk, we get to love on each other. You know what I'm saying? Right. We get to love on each other, and you know what I mean? Like, and that's what it's all about, man. Like, love for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Real love.
We do it like nobody else. We do it perfectly, like the Lord prescribed for us to do it. Okay. Perfect.
Right.
Okay.
And this is just, I mean, not just, but this is high holy day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is why the Passover would be so anticipated. It's like you'd be itching and crawling in your skin because you just can't wait. You know what I'm saying? To get around all the brothers, man.
You're right, because it's a little bit more, you know what I mean? You get, now it's the whole extended family.
Right.
But, like this immediate family, this Florida school is something else, man. It's something else, you know what I'm saying? Like this immediate family, the school right here, it's something else.
And especially because we so spread apart. Like,
right. Florida is a big state. And that it's vertical, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, from the top to the bottom, I love all these brothers that are willing and sisters that are willing to come in here and change their life. Like, we are on the same wavelength, you know what I mean? We think the same, we love the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a wonderful thing, okay? It's nothing like it in the earth. There's nothing like the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge in the earth. Okay,
that's right.
Nothing like this in the earth.
In the Christian church, we try.
They don't even try.
They don't even try.
No, they don't. They are totally.
If they try,
they are nothing like us. Okay.
Listen, man. They have little get-togethers. I would know. You know what I'm saying? They have them, and they don't. It's not.
Listen, everybody have get-togethers.
Yeah.
The oppressor has get-togethers.
Right.
But it's not like us. Okay. We are definitely, what we do and how we roll is holy unto the Most High, and I would not give it up for a new car, a new house. Okay, all the money, all the status. I wouldn't give up what the Lord gave me for nothing. I'm gonna go. Listen. I endured the goodness. I'm going to endure the hardness, just like Job said. What did Job say? Yeah, I figured he was over here. Right. So, what did Job say? What did Job tell his rib? You know what I mean? He said, "Can I not, take the good and not the evil?" Okay. The Lord does good and evil. So,
yeah, that's it, dude. Shit, you want to end the class? Or?
You got anything? Check the chat out, see what's going on. If not, we'll go ahead and end it because we got some stuff to take care of. Okay. Anybody? What's going on in the chat?
Nobody said.
All right, Sharazad, you got anything you want to bring out?
No, I'm too up, sir. It's the water.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was past 9 o'clock. Man,
Yeah.
I'm just talking. Okay, go ahead and end the class.
All right, man. With that, man, listen, man, y'all, it's a great class once again. You know what I'm saying? So y'all give yourselves a hand for participating. Keep studying that Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get with y'all next time. With that, man, we're going to salute y'all out. Yahweh Bashim Yah Shah Brakathum. Yahweh Shema Tah Bashim Yah Shah.
Hey, shalom, y'all.
That's right.
And what I said, what nah. Y'all know what I said.
Go ahead.
That means Yahweh Bashim Yah Shah Brakathum. That means Yahweh bless you in the name Yahweh Shah of Christ. Yahweh Shema Tah Bashim Yah Shah is the Lord watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shah. All right, so.
All right.